What's up, Laura Stevenson? Let me tell you something there, Queen Camillo. The Emperor owns you. The Emperor owns you, Queen Camillo, huh? Let me make you blue, Laura Stevenson. She's been around a long time. Let me tell you something there, Queen Camillo. The Emperor owns you, huh? I seen you tonight going live. You think you're all jacked up, huh? You probably pumping some roids in your system. You ain't jacked up like this, brother, huh? Why don't you put it on the board right now, Queen, for your Emperor? Remember, the money flows. The crap flows downstream, down the mountain, and the money flows up to the Emperor, not the king of the hill, the Emperor of the mountain, the Emperor of the universe. This Camillo, he thinks he's a king. He's not a king yet. He's a queen. But I can teach you how to become a king, and then eventually I can teach you how to become an emperor. But this guy wants to skip in front of the line. This guy's a bully. He was probably a bully when he was a kid, or he was picked on. Now he's become a bully as an adult. Let me tell you something about Camillo, folks. He was probably one of those kids who used to get his lunch money stolen, huh? He was probably bullied, huh? He was the kind of kid growing up in New Jersey, huh? All his friends would be walking next to him. There's a big hill there, and they would give him the whole royal boot, and they'd knock him down the hill. That big king, that big queen would roll down the whole hill and say, "Come on, guys, why are you bullying me? $4.99 from the queen." But I can teach you how to be a man. I can teach you how to become a king, and I can teach you how to become an emperor and take over the BOYT. Okay? Because even though I am the only true emperor right now, there's no law that says there can only be one emperor. Okay? The bottom line is this. You're trying to jump to the front of the line. You're trying. You're not even paying your dues. You need to pay your dues for months, sometimes years down here. Go look at my back catalog of content. Let's go look at yours. Huh? The bottom line is this. My channel should have 10 million subs, not 2,100, whatever it has. I should be the biggest thing going, folks. Bigger than Herman O. Munster, Rosie O'Kelly. Talking about Herman O. Munster with the never-ending, it's not the never-ending van build, the never-ending rich life of road trips. I mean, come on. They are boring. That's boring, folks. The BERGS is not boring. Mr. Cobra Kai 55, folks, is not boring. Okay? The bottom line is this. You're talking to an emperor here, folks. You're not talking to a king. You're not talking to a queen. You're talking to an emperor. When you're dealing with an emperor, you're dealing with the real deal. You're dealing with the truth. Ruth, you're dealing with the show. Joe, Blow, Mo. Let me tell you something. When you're dealing with an emperor, huh? Who can lift weights, Look at these weights, huh? You're dealing with an emperor, huh? You got the emperor lifting, huh? What are these 15-pounders, Queen Camillo, huh? You can't do this, Queen, huh? Look at this workout. A true workout emperor style, huh? Look at this, huh? Crack my back. I need to go to a chiropractor. Look at that, huh? Look at that. The best body in the world. You don't have a body like this, Queen Camillo. You can't lift weights like this, Queen. Look at the stamina. Look at the form. Look at those punches. Imagine the weight and the power behind them punches. Huh? Because when you're an emperor, you are the show. I still have a bad shoulder. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can put that on the board, folks. Bottom line is this. You're looking at a man here, folks. A true man. Okay, you look at Camillo, you're looking at a woman. You're looking at a queen. Huh? Look at the man you're looking at here, a specimen. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. I am a Cobra Kai member. I have a black belt in karate, King Camillo. You come near the BERGS, huh? I studied at Miyagi-Do karate first, just like Mr. Miyagi in the Karate Kid, huh? Show me. Oh, my name is Melton John. I'm going to put a spell on you, Queen Camillo. Show me. Sand the floor. Show me. Wax on, wax off. Show me. Paint the fence. Up, down. Show me. Paint the house side, side. Show me. The crane kick. Down your son. Always look aye. Always look aye. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Let me tell you something, King Camillo. You got a lot to learn down here. You're calling me a hypocrite. You're saying that I'm jumping ship, going after Holly, going back to Holly, running to Holly. I don't go on Holly's panels, maybe twice a year. I had some unfinished business with Noodles, who keeps sending me text messages trying to extort money out of the emperor. The emperor does not get extorted. The emperor does not give out money. People give money to the emperor. When you are on top, you get what is rightfully yours. Okay? Just like you, King Camillo, you collect the taxes from all the sheep, from all the peasants on the BOYT, the drama community. But what do? You got to kick up to your emperor. Just like when you're in La Cosa Nostra, the mafia. Huh? You think Tony Soprano kicked money down? You got to kick it up. The money flows up and the crap goes down. Flows down. The money goes up. It's like a pyramid, folks. It's like a pyramid scam. But when you're sitting on top of that pyramid there, huh? When you're at the top of your game, when you're the best in the business, Queen Camillo, you don't have to answer to anybody. You don't have to make public apology videos. You're pretty much a made man. You can get away with anything when you're an emperor. But you're not even a king yet. But I can teach you in the ways I've left Miyagi-Do karate and I've joined Johnny Lawrence and Sensei Lawrence and Sensei Kreese at Cobra Kai. We strike first, we strike hard, and we give no mercy. Mercy is for the weak. Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei. Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei. Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei. Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei. Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei. Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei. Let me tell you something there, Queen Camillo. You stay with the Bergs, and I can bring you to the top. But see, you wanna just come into our community? You and the horse-faced rat, huh? The horse-faced rat, extortion rat, horse-faced, buck-toothed extortion rat, and noodles, and you want to skip to the front of the line. You don't want to pay your dues. I paid my dues for years. I paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. It's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I had my sanity kicked in my face, and I never lose. I can go on. Bergs is the champion, my friends. Bergs will keep on fighting to the end. Bergs is the champion. Bergs is the champion. No time for losers, 'cause Bergs is the champion of the BOYT. Tell you something there, Queen Camillo. Let me tell you something, Queen. Let me tell you something, Queen Camillo. I can teach you how to become a king, huh? But you got to pay your dues first here, folks. And I'm not talking about just monetarily. I'm talking about just paying your dues. It's all about time. It takes time, folks. It takes time. Just like Bon Scott, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. How come I don't see any thumbs ups here, huh? Give me a 55, huh? Pete, Super Serial, Mike Hunt, Colin C., The Buff Carrot, Get Crazy with the Cheese Whiz, Junker, Laura Stevenson, King Camillo, Ricardo, Ringleader. Some troll just called me up 2 times, huh? It came up as a telemarketer number. You know this is a troll when it comes up. The phone number came up as 111 111 1111. That's funny. Again, the Bergs just got another call. It comes up as telemarketer. From check out their number, folks. I just got 3 calls in a row from this number. Telemarketer. 111 111 1111. You ever seen such a number? Huh? You ever seen such a number, folks? 1 is the loneliest number. Isn't that a song? I'm not going to answer it. I don't play troll games, folks. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I'm not here to play with the trolls. The bottom line is this. I'm here because I've earned the right to be here. I've earned the right to call myself the Emperor. I never called myself the Emperor. Actually, I've been calling myself the Emperor for a couple of years. But I became the true Emperor of the BOYT after Elvis Travels was terminated a couple months ago. Then I was really elevated to Emperor. That's right. And Elvis used to call himself a king. Now, you see, there is only one true king on the BOYT, and that's the king of all things, who's put in his dues. You see, King Camillo, you haven't put in your time yet. You already want to be called a king. You got to put in your time. Until then, you will be referred to as Queen Camillo, because the Bergs, I own you. But I don't hate you. You have a defensive wrench in here. A lot of people do hate you. Okay. Okay, the bottom line is this. You have a defensive wrench in here just like you do on mangoes. Okay? I think people are starting to come around to thinking, okay, we kind of like this Camillo guy. We don't like this Noodles guy, and we certainly don't like this freaking horse-faced rat. But I think people are coming around to, you know what, this Camillo guy is kind of crazy, but he's obviously channel building. He's obviously, I don't have you blocked, mangoes. And if I do, I'll check it after the show. You probably have me blocked. Bottom line is this. What Camillo is doing is channel building, is clout chasing. But he's going about it the wrong way. I think he's starting to realize that. What's up there, German lady? German lady, I saw you refer to me on the BOYT Wrestling tonight as Sugar Toe. Please refrain from using that word It's not nice. I don't wish type 2 diabetes on anybody. Okay? And that is what got Noodles blocked in the first place months ago, long before this whole horse-faced rat made up all this crap about me. Bottom line is this. You don't mess around with stuff like that. Okay. You don't. No, it's not funny. You don't understand diabetes. You don't understand. It's not funny at all. Not funny. Not funny. So the bottom line is this. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about the BERGS Show. Yep, that's another thing. That's another thing. I gotta do a receipt right now. I have to issue a receipt right now on coachisms, and yeah, man, what's really coachisms? I don't believe you're saying that these matches are not predetermined. You're saying the computer picks the winner. I don't buy that at all. I don't buy that at all. For as much as I'm hated, and I go in there against G, and he specs. He dominated the entire 30-minute match. At one time, I think I didn't even get a punch in for like 10 minutes. You kidding me? And according to his analytics, I outweighed him by 10 pounds. Okay, the bottom line is this. It was rigged. It was rigged. G Mangos must have given me, I think, maybe 15 or 20, or more than that. Maybe 50 neck breakers, pile drivers, suplexes. I got a few in, but no. And take off the goddamn chest. If you want to have me having chest hair, just have normal chest hair. Take off the back hair. I don't have any back hair. I nair my back hair and my shoulders. Yes, I am half Italian, so I do get hairy. I get that. I nair that off once every 3 or 4 months. Bottom line is this. That was rigged. That match was rigged again. So the bottom line is this. Either take me off the roster. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. Not like all you Trumpers who are totally sore losers. We know Trump lost. No. But the bottom line is this. You look at the size of me, the sheer size, you think I'd be able to give someone a freaking camel clutch or a backbreaker, pile driver, jump off the top rope and just destroy them just with my size alone. But no, that's not happening. So I'm issuing right now a statement. I'm making an executive order. I'm making an executive decision. Just take me off the roster or put me on the permanent DL list, or you come up to present time, coach, and yeah, man, and stop with your little clowning around, and you have me win some matches. And take off that ridiculous back hair that I have, okay? And put me back. Well, I prefer the sombrero you had me wearing, but you can have me wear this. I don't care about that. Take off the ridiculous white tighty whities, okay? Take off those. Put something else on. Put something maybe blue that matches this, okay? Shave the ridiculous back hair. You can have some, I have a hairy chest, but it looks like a normal hairy chest. It's not shaved into a certain pattern, okay? So the bottom line is this. I'm not a sore loser, but I'm a big guy. I'm the New Jersey Crusher. How come you didn't have me go up against Yeah Man again? I never said I wanted to get into the ring there with Mangoes. I have beef. I have heat with Yeah Man. I was already in that table, ladder, chair match. That was rigged. He won in 2 minutes. I want a rematch with that one. Okay? And I want you to come up to present time, coach, and stop rigging it. I know you know computers or however you're building these goddamn things, and I know there's a button you can push and you're probably picking the winners. I know it. And if not, then show your proof. Show your receipts. Do a video showing how you make the characters and prove to me that there's not an option. I think there's two options. I think you can either press a button that says the computer will play it. $2.99. You're the people's champ, Bergie Boy from Jenny Jen. What's up there, baby? I believe that there's an option. There's two options with the BOYT wrestling before you do the match. I think you can either press a button that says you can predetermine who's going to win. You say, I want Mangoes to win. Or you can hit another button and it's randomly chosen by the computer. And I guarantee it, because I just don't believe it. It's rigged. It's rigged. Blue Topaz. It's rigged. Carlos Martinez. Yep, you were robbed. I'm robbed every time. It's rigged every time. $2.99 from Jenny Jan, the people's champ. Kiwi, Joker, Pug Love, Much Love, Swaggy Swag, in the house, JB Cats, German Lady, G-Force. I don't have G-Mango's blocked. I don't know what he's talking about. That's probably a fake G-Force. Where you at there, huh? Where you at? Huh? Where you at, Queen Camillo, huh? You have arms like that, huh? Where you at there, buddy, huh? The bottom line is this. We're talking about I was robbed. I was robbed. I was hoodwinked. I was bamboozled. This is a conspiracy of epic proportions. This is a hexagonal conspiracy. This is worse than the JFK assassination in Dallas, Texas on November 22nd, 1963, a day that will live in infamy. Was Oswald the only shooter, or was there a shooter on the grassy knoll? If there was a shooter on the grassy knoll, then that in itself defines a conspiracy. I think there's a conspiracy against me because I'm hated for whatever reason. So the bottom line is this. It was rigged. I was bamboozled. I was hoodwinked. I am the people's champion. Show your love to the people's champion. This is the beginning of the month. This is December. Let's end December. Let's make December a December to remember. Let's end the year, the worst year in the world, 2020. Let's end it with a bang. Right here on the BERGS Show, huh? Step right up. Who's the next contestant on The Price is Right? Who's the next contestant to put it on the board, huh? And for only $1.99 a month, you can click that join button and become a member of the BERGS Brigade, baby. Become part of the brigade. Become a crusader. Become a brigader. for only 6 cents per day, folks. That's $1.99 a month. And let me tell you something, girls and boys. We know women love to do 4 things. They love to bitch. They love to shop. They love to gossip. And they love to spend other people's money. So the bottom line is girls, we know you got your old man's credit card. You go to my About page and you click on the merch link and you get yourself a hoodie. You got the winter coming up, huh? You get yourself a Bergette hoodie, huh? You get yourself a couple coffee mugs, huh? Get yourself a t-shirt, huh? You get yourself a sticker, huh? Unfortunately, I believe with Teespring, I think you can only live in the United States. I don't know how it works. Maybe you can live in Canada too. Bottom line is this. I'm not really sure it works. Maybe you can live in New Zealand like Blue Topaz. Come on, Blue Topaz. Why don't you put something on the board for your emperor? Huh? Why don't you come here and get on your knees, Blue Topaz, and kiss my feet and feed me some grapes, woman? Huh? Why don't you? Because this is the most dominant male you've ever seen in your life, huh? When you look at me, you think of one thing only. You think of, look at that beast. Look at that caveman. Because I believe in one form of dating, folks. I don't go on these dating websites, swipe left, swipe right, swipe left, swipe right. Oh, what are your hobbies? Tell us about yourself. What do you do for a living? What's your astrological sign? My sign is go F yourself. I believe in one way, one school of dating, babies. It's called the caveman school of dating. Because you looking at the last caveman in the world. Just like the movie, the 1992 movie with Daniel Day-Lewis, The Last of the Mohicans. You looking at the last of the cavemen. I believe in the caveman school of dating. I believe in going to a public park and I stalk my prey. Hey, Carlos Martinez, put up my promo video so we can get some people in here. I know you losers are up. Get in here right now. I know you losers are up. Put on my video right now. And I believe in the caveman school of dating, baby. I go to a public park, and I look around. I stalk my prey just like a mountain lion stalks the prey from a tree. I'm very stealth. I get down there in the bushes, and I pick out a natural-looking woman, preferably in her 20s, with long, flowing hair down to her ass, large, natural breastises, roomy hips, curves in all the right places. A natural-looking woman, not a woman with pancake makeup all over her face. Natural-looking woman. And I sneak up behind her. I don't make a sound. I take out my bird club and I bring her over there, baby. Woo! And then I pull her long mane back into my bird cave where I make her my property. I brand her like cattles get branded. I make her into my property. And I give her 60 minutes in that cave, baby. And then the next day I go out in the jungle. I'm swinging from tree to tree like Tarzan, baby. I'm going up against the lions, the tigers, the brontosaurus, the T-Rexes. And I bring home the meat. I bring home the bacon. While she is walking in 100-degree weather, 5 miles each way down to the river, coming back with 2 pails of water. And I bring home that big slab of meat. And I put it on the spit, cook it over the fire. While she prepares everything else. And when I got the meat in my belly, and then everything starts to flow, if you know what I'm saying. And I take my property, and I bring her back in the cave, baby. And I give her another 60 minutes. And then 10, 15 years later, we got 10 or 15 Bergie boys and Bergettes. And we're living on a farm, growing our own food, having our cattle. You looking at the last of the cavemen. You're not looking at a man who swipes left, swipes right. I eliminate the middleman, and I go to my prey, and I take what's rightfully mine. I make her my property. Let's make this a December to remember. Let me tell you what's up, Terry Meek. What's up, Rita? What's up, German Lady? What's up, everybody? Kayla, Kiwi. Now, let me tell you something there, Sentinel Press. That's all. It's all a bunch of freaking horse shit that you're talking about me. I don't talk about you at all, Nick. I don't talk about you at all. So stop fucking clout chasing me. Stop slandering me and defaming me. I'm not into any stuff like that. Okay? It's all fake news. Okay? If that's the only content you because I know, Nick, you can be a good guy. You can come up with good content. Don't go that low. But it's stupid. It's stupid. It's played out. I'm not into that. $2 from Vinny G. I was robbed. You goddamn right I was robbed, Vinny G. You look at the size of me. You look at the size of G Mangoes. Look at the size of this. Look at the size. Look at that wingspan, huh? Look at that wingspan. Look at that reach. Look at that reach, huh? I would have been able to bust up that jabroni. It's rigged. Just take me off. Just take me off the BOYT wrestling roster. Because let me tell you something. Every match is rigged. Take off the ridiculous hair on my back. I don't have a hairy back. I nair my back. I do have a slightly hairy chest. I guess it's pretty hairy. But, you know, I don't shave it into a freaking triangle or whatever. Come on, man. I was bamboozled. It was 81 million votes now for Biden. 74 million for Trump. Trump lost 306 electoral votes to 232, and he still think he won. Basically, what's going on is this, folks. He has all these people sending in money, even though he's been turned down at every single judge has thrown out all his little claims of electoral fraud. And all he's doing is building a war chest. And they've sent in over $150 million. He's building up a war chest for just, I guess, his own personal money. or because after he leaves office on January 20th, I guess the Southern District of New York and many other people are looking to sue him. So maybe he'll use that money towards that, or he'll just use it to live, to pay the bills. Because from what I've heard, he might be a billionaire, but he's in debt $1 billion. So on paper, he might be a billionaire, but I've heard he's in debt almost $1 billion. So it equals out. So he doesn't really have much money at all. You know, and that's a big reason I've heard he's never wanted to really show his taxes. Because he doesn't want to people to see this myth, this narrative he's been spinning for 35, 40 years that he's a billionaire. After all his casinos went bankrupt, everything he's done went bankrupt. He had Trump University, that was a sham. Trump Steaks, Trump Water, Trump Vodka, Trump Airlines, the Trump casinos in Atlantic City, Taj Mahal, and the other one. There's a bunch of businesses he's had. He doesn't own those golf courses. He doesn't own those buildings. He licenses out his name, Trump. It's the name, Trump. That's what's worth the money. Slimy G in the house. Slimy G going to Melbourne, Australia. Going to Rod Laver Arena, where the Australian Open goes down, where the tennis tournament goes down, folks. Because you're looking at the greatest tennis player in the history of the BOYT. You looking at the Bergs, huh? Huh? Look at me at that net, huh? $2 from Slimy G. I'm at the net here, folks. That's another backhand volley. Forehand volley, huh? Always got to be on your toes. Oh, a slice. Slice backhand, huh? Let's do a forehand, huh? Little top spin. Little top spin forehand. Little slice backhand, huh? Little one-hand power backhand, huh? Let's do a serve here, folks. You looking at the most physically fit man in the history of the world. You're looking at perfection. You're looking at a man who's been slandered and defamed and been hoodwinked and bamboozled. You're looking at a man who people are threatening. But you know what? I always come back. Yeah, can't kill me. I'm immortal. I'm from the planet Bergatron. I'm an interstellar galactic pimp. I'm the emperor of the BOYT. The bottom line is this, folks. Queen Camillo, you are not a king yet. You are not a king. I am an emperor. I always called myself the emperor. And as soon as Elvis Travels was dethroned and terminated, I elevated myself to the emperor of the BOYT. The true chosen one. Now let's turn our attention to the never-ending Big Johnston on the Rancho. How long is he going to stay there? How long is he going to stay there? No, I need to lose a lot of weight. I need to become fit like you. How long is the big Johnston going to stay at the rancho, huh? Because we know Rosie loves it. It's just more views and more views and more views. But let me tell you something, folks. I try to watch them today, another never-ending rancho cooking stadium tour. Now, they're boring together. And at least I'll say this about Elvis, folks. Elvis might have been vile, might have been crude, lewd, rude, but he is a character, and he was a lot. Looking back on it, I'd rather have him at the rancho than Rich. I think Rich is kind of boring when he's there. I think Rich is a person who's not really meant to be with people. Okay? I think Rich needs to put it in gear, put it on the road. But he's got a nice little setup there, and Rosie's gonna milk him. Rosie's making money off this, folks. They're going live 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then after dinner, they're sitting by the fire all night. I mean, this is they haven't chooched one time since he's been there. They're going to the casino there. There's Indian casinos all over Northern California. Rich is never going to want to leave. He's got a nice little studio apartment back there. He's got Herman O. Monster to cook him meals, and he's living rent-free. He's probably not getting the donations that Rosie's getting, but I'm sure Rosie's throwing him some money. I don't see him ever leaving, but everything comes to an end. Looking back on it, I'd rather see Elvis there. And I think, I'm not speaking alone, folks, but I think there's a lot of people around here who miss Elvis. Elvis gave a lot of people a lot of content. He built Colleen Aloha's channels. Okay, Tucker, he built Tucker's channel. Remember, every time Elvis would go live, Tucker would go live, and then they would light Tucker up like a Christmas tree to make Elvis jealous. He built a lot of people's channels. Vinny G, he gave Vinny G tons of content. Vinny G was doing all those cartoons, flying down to Los Algodones, driving down, all those cartoons he would do, all the soundboards. Yeah, what do you guys think about bestiality? I mean, all the rants and all that stuff. And now it seems like the trolls are teaming up on me, on the Bergs. I think there's a void that's been left by Elvis, and it still hasn't been filled yet. Some people thought it was going to get filled when Rich Life met Anna, Crazy Anna, Anna Banana, but that didn't pan out. But for whatever reason, he still is getting a lot of views. I never thought he was really going to go out to Rosie's. He did. And now there's still a void, though. We got, who else? Now we got Camillo trying to come in. We had the horse-faced rat, extortion rat. We have Noodles. But no one can really fill that void. I can't fill it. Elvis was a one of a kind. You either love him or you hate him. Actually, you probably either hate him or you hate him. The bottom line is this. He didn't need to bring content. And let me tell you something, Herman. You're not bringing content. What kind of content are you bringing these days? We got 2,800. We had 2,800 people die in America yesterday. So don't be going out on the road there, Rosie. Okay? This freaking corona is real. Okay? I'm actually starting to wear the mask now in the car when I drive. So that's something to get used to. Yeah. Especially if I go through a drive-through, if I'm getting fast food. I used to just, even though they're all masked up, I wouldn't be masked. I'm starting to wear the mask more even in the car. Because this is starting to get scary. Okay. 2,800 people dying in one day. That's a lot of people. Okay. So the bottom line is this. It's not fake. This ain't fake news. I know a lot of you people are in denial. Oh, it's not. It's just a flu. It's a flu on steroids. Yeah. Tell that to the almost 300,000 Americans who've died. Huh? Elbow should come evict rich life. Well, Elbow is working as a security guard, folks, in the Chicago, I don't know if downtown or maybe downtown. He's working the overnight shift, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., I think 4 days a week, 32 hours. I don't know why they're not giving him 40 hours, making $13 an hour. But he's not going to be able to survive much longer up there because it's going to get cold. They're not going to be able to survive in a van in the wintertime in Chicago. Now, he has 4 sisters and 1 brother. He's got his brother, Janet, who's the bodybuilder. He's got 5 sisters. He got 4 sisters and 1 brother. You get it? They don't want him they don't want him crashing there. I guess he could rent the room for the winter somewhere. But Elvis is not the kind of guy who's going to want to spend money on rent. I guess the longer you've been living in a van like he has, and you're used to not paying rent, the mere thought of paying, it turns off these guys so much. I think what's going to happen is he's only going to be able to last. Well, it's his birthday coming up here on December 10th. So he's going to miss out on a lot of money because he would normally go live and get lit up like a Christmas tree. So it's his birthday in a week. So I don't know what he's going to do. He'll probably go live on Facebook. See, I thought he'd be back by now. I thought he would be back. I thought he would be back by now on YouTube under a different name. I mean, you can create another channel. Look at all the troll channels. He doesn't have to call himself Elvis Travels. Just call himself Campervan Nomad or something. Okay? And then he would go live. Everyone would say, hey, everybody. You hear about Elvis as a new channel? He'd have freaking 500 subs in one day. He'd just have to pay for the StreamYards. And then he would have a PayPal link on there. I'm surprised he never came back. Now, of course, he would have the rats and the snitches. I never snitched them out. I'm not a rat. I'm not a cop caller. I don't snitch anybody out. Okay. Now, this guy Noodles, who tried to extort me out of $1,500, I have him thinking I'm going to do a lawsuit. I'm not going to do a lawsuit. I just want him to just leave me alone because it's a big nothing burger. So sometimes you got to threaten people with lawsuits for them to shut up, because I do have the screenshots. I do have the receipts where he tried to extort me out of $1,500. Extortion is a felony, punishable up to 20 years in prison and a huge fine. But I'm not a cop caller. I'm not a rat. I'm not a snitch. Okay? The bottom line is this. I don't dox. I don't troll. This is my only account. Okay? I don't talk about people. I mean, I talk about people, but I talk about people in more of a funny way. Like, let me tell you something, Herman. Let me tell you something, Queen Camillo. You ain't no king. You're a queen. See, there's no malice behind that. I'm not coming after the guy. Okay? You people need to separate YouTube from real life. The people who take things to real life, you people need help. You people should all be 5150 Baker Act. We're talking 72 hours in a rubber room with freaking with in a straitjacket. You people who take things to real life are losers. You spin your own narrative. Just because somebody said something about somebody doesn't make it true. This horse-faced rat who talked about me, everything was untrue. I'm not into any of that stuff, folks. I've gone on record. I have not been with a woman since my ex-wife, 2009. And when I was with her for 5 years, we had conventional lovemaking. And, a little bit of talking dirty, all that kind of stuff, spanking. But, generally, no. I'm not a freak. Okay? No, I'm not. So this whole thing, you guys don't even know, this person was just clout chasing because this person's a nobody trying to jump to the front of the line. Yeah, and then after that, I went on a series of dates. I tried to date, and it just didn't work out. And after a while, you as a man get into your late 30s, you just stop trying. You just stop trying. You look at a pretty woman, oh, okay, yeah, she's pretty. After a while, you look at a pretty woman, you're not even really looking, okay, great. And then now, forget about it. Dating now, you're going to a store, you're wearing a mask. I mean, you can't even tell. Yeah, okay, well, a woman might be cute, but she's wearing a mask. You don't know if she's smiling under there. You don't know you don't know what's going on. I don't know how people are dating right now, to be honest with you. If I don't know how people are dating right now. I don't get it. Taking a lot of risks. I'm not a risk taker like that. Because you become jaded. You become jaded. You stop trying. It becomes a pain in the ass. You go on these never-ending dates. Oh, yeah, how's it going? What's your name, huh? What are you into? What's your sign? Where'd you go to college? What do you do, huh? Yeah, swipe left, swipe right, swipe left, swipe right. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. I started seeing, when I started dating these girls online, when I was dating back in my 20s and stuff, in my late teens, you're dating single women with no kids. Now when I was go back in the dating scene like 10 years ago, in my late 30s, you started seeing these women who your age, and they had 2 or 3 kids, and they were divorced or something. So you had to deal with, she's like, oh, I want to meet you again, but, I can't get a babysitter. Tiger Kitty, what's going on, baby? Oh, yeah, can't get a babysitter, or something's wrong with my kid, or my kid is sick, or this or that. And who knows? Maybe they were just lying because they don't want to see me again. So they use the kid as an excuse. But I found myself on these dating sites back then, 10 years ago. And it was almost like every single woman was a single mom. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not looking to become like Mr. Brady. Here's a story of a man named Bergie who was busy with 3 boys of his own. They were 4 men living all together, but they were all alone. Here's a story of a lovely lady. I'm not looking to form a Bergie bunch. I'm not looking for a Bergie bunch. I don't have any kids, folks. I'm not looking to become the stepfather of a bunch of kids I don't even know, and I didn't raise and aren't mine. Okay, you have a dog, that's fine. I'm allergic to cats, though. What's up, Tiger Kitty? Let's put something on the board for the Bergie Boy. Let's make this a December to remember. Now, I have dated some single moms before, divorced moms before, and sometimes those relationships can be fun. Their ex would get the kid every other weekend or something. So, the Bergs would go over to her condo. We go meet for some drinks. We go have a little food, some laughs. Go back to her condo. The Bergie Boy would do his thing. Yeah. Those are some fun times. You know what? Can't date. You can't be doing that anymore, folks. I got 2 cats. Who's the horse-faced rat? Well, let other people tell you that. I'm not going to say it out loud. I don't incriminate myself. But we all know who the horse-faced rat is. Here's King Camillo. Mark Terry is an informant. That's what I heard. I heard he works for the FBI. King Camillo. $5 from Tiger Kitty. She's putting on the board, folks. We're going to make this a December to remember, King. We're going to get the King up to 1,000 subs this month. We're going to get the King. We're going to get Queen Camillo monetized. Everybody sub up to King Camillo. Because King Camillo is going up against Noodles, against the horse-faced rat, and he's going to become the leader of that community. That's where I see this going. We're going to get the King up to 1,000 subs. We got Salty Dog up to 1,000 subs. I think the King, the Queen, I think he'll be able to get up to 1,000 subs. He can get monetized and start making some money. He can start. $10 from Tiger Kitty. She's put it on the board. Wow, I never seen a $10 bill. I never seen a $10 bill from Tiger Kitty, Hey, Tiger Kitty, when are you gonna take your RV out west and pick up Salty Dog, And you come here to Seattle, Washington, baby, and you pick me up. We got Salty Dog in the house. Woo, let's give Salty Dog a wrench. When are you going to get in your RV and head out to Des Moines, Iowa, and pick up Salty Dog? You want a man? You want a man, Tiger Kitty? You head up to New Jersey. You pick up the King. Rita Helmsley. Let me give Rita a wrench. Flower Power. Let me give you a wrench. Flower Power is good, people. Okay. You go up there to New Jersey. You pick up the King. Then you come out here. You come out west. You pick up Salty Dog. Then you come and pick me up. Then we'll go down to the Rancho. We'll take over. We're going to take over the Rancho. And then we're going to go to Las Vegas. We're going to get a suite. We're going to get a presidential suite. We're going to be at the MGM Grand. We're going to be gambling. The King and I are going to be out on the town. We'll mostly be at the titty bars. while you, Salty Dog, and Tiger Kitty gonna be up in the room in the presidential suite. You're gonna be sitting in the jacuzzi. You're gonna be sitting in the bubble bath, putting bubbles all over your titties, baby. And you're gonna be motorboating each other. While me and the king are taking over Vegas. We're going to be going to every casino. We're going to be winning so much money. Then we're going to be going to all the strip clubs. And then we'll meet up with you later. Huh? We'll do a little chooching. Chooching equals mooching, baby. Because we going to win all the money in Las Vegas, just like Ocean's 11. We gonna rob the casinos. We gonna take them down. The king and the Bergs are taking over the casino industry. That's the bottom line, folks. Because we're not suckers. We're not going to sit at the tables all night and think we're going to win. Now, we go right for the vault, just like in Ocean's 11. We go right for the vault. You know what I'm saying, King Camillo? We're going to take over. We're going to take over Las Vegas. We're going to make Las Vegas great again. And then we're going to go to Atlantic City, New Jersey, my home state. And we're going to take over all the casinos in Atlantic City. And we're going to send the horse-faced rat and Noodles to jail. Let me tell you something, Noodles and the horse-faced rat. Judge BERGS, the judge, the jury, and the executioner, I sentence you both to life in prison without parole. To the shawarma shank prison. Not the Shawshank, the shawarma shank prison. We know Elbow loves shawarmas, sandwiches. I sentence you, Mr. Noodles. I sentence you, Miss Horseface, Bucktooth, Extortion Rat, to life in prison without the possibility of parole. You looking at the judge. You ain't looking at Judge Judy. You ain't looking at Dr. Phil. You ain't looking at Judge Wapner from the People's Court. You ain't looking at Judge Lance Ito from the O.J. Simpson trial. You ain't looking at the late, great Johnny Cochran. If the gloves don't fit, you must acquit. If the gloves don't fit, you must acquit. Take off the orange pajama, King Camillo, because you ain't the Unabomber. We got 2 counts of extortion against the horse-faced rat. And we have 2 counts of extortion against Noodles. He wanted me for $100,000 and for $500. That's 2 counts. That's 2 felonies. We gonna give you. Let me tell you something, Noodles. We're gonna give you 2 life sentences back to back, consecutively. So if something happens and the human being can live to 200 years old, you'll still be in prison, Noodles. I know you're only 40 years old, but each prison term, you're going to be in prison for 200 years. Same with you, horse-faced rat. Right? And you're going to be doing hard time, hard labor, in isolation. Okay? Just like in the movie Shawshank Redemption, when Andy Dufresne, played by Tim Robbins, was thrown in the hole for a month. Total darkness, total seclusion, total isolation, brother. That's where you're going to live out the remaining days of your life, horse-faced rat. And you, Mr. Noodles, in isolation, 23 hours a day. You got 1 hour to go out in your little cage outside, your little 20-foot by 8-foot cage, and walk around a little loop. Have yourself a cigarette. You got 1 hour per day. You can shower once a week. You get your food served into you. They throw it to you in the little slot there, huh? With a bunch of worms and maggots in it. That's how you're going to live out the rest of your life, horse-faced rat. That's how you're going to live out the rest of your life. Noodles Supreme. Because the King Camillo, me, and Tiger Kitty and Salty Dog are taking over the BOYT. The power couples of the BOYT. Me and Salty and the King and Tiger Kitty. That's right. I sentence you to life in prison, horse-faced rat. Your Honor, we have reached a verdict in the extortion case of the BERGS versus horse-faced bucktooth extortion rat and Noodles the rat. Can you please read the verdicts from the juries? Juror 1, guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 2, guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 3, guilty or not guilty, Your Honor? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 4, guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 5, guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 6, guilty or not guilty, Your Honor? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 7, guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 8, guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 9, guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 10, guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 11, guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor. Juror 12, guilty or not guilty? Guilty, Your Honor. I, Judge BERGS, think that you are two despicable human beings. And on this day, December 3rd, 2020, I sentence you, horse-faced, bucktooth extortion rat, and you, the New Jersey noodle rat, to back-to-back life prison sentences at Shawarma Shank Prison. And God, let God have mercy on your soul. Bam! signed, sealed, and delivered by the judge, the jury, and the executioner on this day, December 3rd, 2020, a day that will live in infamy. Bam, just like that. Super cereal. That's right. I made you blue. When I'm feeling blue, all I have to do is take a look at you. Then I'm not so blue. When I kiss your lips, nothing seems to matter. My whole world is shattered. I don't care. Wouldn't you agree? Baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. Anytime you want to, I can turn you on to anything you want to, anytime at all. When you're close to me, my whole world shivers, can't control the quivering inside. Wouldn't you agree? Baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. Let me tell you something, King Camillo. We're sending those two to prison. Let me tell you something there, King Camillo. We're sending you two to prison. What? No, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right, bye. Let me tell you something, King Camillo. We're sending these folks to prison. King, we're sending these folks to prison. It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. It's going to be the trial of the century. King, it's going to be the trial of the century. It's going to be the BOYT trial of the century, folks, and you are all invited to come. Because they're trying to take you down, King Camillo. They're trying to take me down. We're both from New Jersey. They're not going to take me down. Let me ask you something there. Let me ask you something, King Camillo. How old are you? Somebody said you're 47. How old are you, King Camillo? Somebody said you're 47. Somebody said you're 54. Which one is it? Who called? Oh, that was the wrong number. How old are you? How old are you, Queen Camillo? Yeah, Camillo, stop timing people out. Let me ask you something, King Camillo. How old are you? Are you 47 or 54? I'm just curious. Because I'm 47. Somebody said you're 47. Are you 47 or 54? Let me ask you another question. Do you do steroids? Oh. Ruthless white girl, what's up? Oh. King Camillo is 48. 48. Okay, I'm 41. I'm 47. You're not as gray as the Bergs, though, because I've been through a lot. I've been through the ringer. I have a full head of hair. I'm gray as fuck. Yep. I got to lose some weight, folks. I got to quit drinking. I got to lose weight. I got to stop eating fast food. Ever since this whole pandemic has gone down, my hours have become weirder and weirder. I go to bed extremely late. I wake up extremely late. So when I'm having my breakfast, most of you people are having your dinner. When I'm having my dinner, most of you people are sleeping. When I'm having my snack, my midnight snack at 4 a.m., most of you people are waking up. Man, my universe is all twisted, man. I need to change. I need to change. Let me tell you something, horse face rat and Queen Noodles. I sentence you to life in prison without the possibility of parole. You will spend 23 hours per day in isolation. No books, no TV, just complete and total darkness. Because you people live dark, miserable existences, trying to ruin other people's lives. So you know what? Karma is a bitch. Karma has come back to bite you on the ass. As they say, folks, the chickens will come home to roost. You put out enough negative energy into the universe, and that comes back to bite you in the ass. It's called karma. You put out enough negative stuff, then one day you're driving to work and you hit your brake pedal, and for whatever reason your brakes don't work. It's not that somebody snapped the brake line, it's just that your brakes are effed. And you go off a mountain and you die. It's called karma, folks. You're driving home from the store, a lightning bolt strikes a tree, the tree lands on your car, and guess what happens? You die. That's called karma. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. You understand that? For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. So every time you mention that horse face rat, where you have admitted to extorting the Bergs, every time you do that, you make your prison sentence longer. You dig your own grave. You do it to yourself. Same with you, Queen Noodles. You call yourself Noodles. You're not getting any spaghetti when you're in prison. when you're in the hole, when you're in the shoe, you're not getting any noodles. You're not even going to get any Kraft macaroni and cheese. You're not even going to get any ramen noodles. You're just going to get a plate of slop. Prison slop. Little bit of this, little bit of that. Little bit of this, little bit of that. It's like they take the freaking thing and they just take a plate and just go, it's a bunch of whatever. That's what you're getting. 3 meals a day. So that pretty much sums it up, folks. I don't know what you're talking about, ruthless white girl. You're trying to trigger me, it's not going to work. So I'm about ready to wrap it up here, folks. It's about midnight. But I'll be back on tomorrow. I got to change my ways. I got to start waking up earlier. I got to do some stuff. So with that being said, folks, go check out my merch store, my About page. And why don't you hit that join button? Become a member of the BERGS Brigade for only $1.99 a month. That's 6 cents per day, folks. Become a brigader. Become a crusader. Become part of the solution, not part of the problem. The bottom line is this. You're looking at a great man here. You're looking at the greatest man in the history of the world. Click on that merch link. Click on that PayPal link. Show me some love on PayPal, huh? PayPal.me/thebergs1973, huh? All right there. Click on that super chat button, huh? Show some love to your emperor. Make this a December to remember. Make this a December to remember. Let's bring the Bergs out with a bang. Just like I've been giving you great quality content all year. This is my job here, folks. Just like at any other corporate job, what do? They give you holiday bonuses. You go to holiday parties, huh? Where's my holiday bonuses, huh? I don't see them flowing in. I don't see a lot of flowage. Bottom line is this. I'm the emperor. It's a pyramid. The money goes up and the shit goes down. The crap flows down, but the money goes up. It's a pyramid, folks. You didn't know that? With that being said, it's too late to do a jam. I would like to jam on the guitar. It's just too late. I need to change my ways. You need to change your evil ways, baby. Before I start loving you, you better change, baby. Remember that song by Santana? I got to change my evil ways. I got to start getting out of bed. That's my problem. My bed is very comfortable. I just get on the phone. I say, why even get out of bed, huh? We got 2,800 people dying a day. Where do I have to go? I have things to do around here, huh? I got some yard work to do. I got to help my parents with the Christmas. I got to help them I got to bring down all these boxes tomorrow, help them out. See, the problem is they always pull their car in. I keep on telling them, leave the car parked outside. Doesn't matter when I get out of bed. I'll come down here, put up the ladder. I'll take down all the boxes for you. I got things to do, folks. I got people to see. I got places to go, people to see, folks. So with that being said, make sure to give me a 55, give me a thumbs up. And with that being said, why don't one of you people go live? Why don't you go live, Tiger Kitty? Tiger Kitty, why don't you go live and continue the party? You don't go live that much. Why don't you go live, Tiger Kitty? You haven't been live in a while. Why don't you go live and continue the party? Get your Jim Scallywag boyfriend over there. Get all you people over there. Everybody sub up to Tiger Kitty. All right, folks. With that being said, Berg's out. I own you, Queen Camillo. I own you, Horseface Rat. And I own you, Queen Noodles.